Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us for another class. We have Willem joining us. Thank you so much. Let's take right hand in fist, please. Left hand straight, pull back the thumb, feet together, hands together, and press forwards. Lao Sure Hao. Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to do a little warm up, and then onto the form. So let's begin with a little rotation. And let's link the fingers together and circle. Listening and feeling into your body. Let's change direction. Good, and a shake out on the other side. And change. Good, shaking out. Let's go onto the knees, open the stance, and softly circle. Keeping the movement small, no bigger than the size of your feet, and change direction. Good, let's go one at a time. Keep breathing. And change. You might hear little slapping noises. Our cat is eating quite close to the microphone, so please excuse that. Let's bring the feet together. And change. Lovely. All right, let's stretch the legs. We're going to grasp the hands together. This is a more advanced squat when we bring our feet together. So go lightly, go gently, only go as far as you can without falling over. Ready? We sit back and down. Good. And up you come. Excellent. And again, release, sit back and down. And up. And one more time. Okay, so let's try this. We're going to tuck the head in and cup the head in the hands and keep breathing. Try to relax through the structures. Good. Now, stretch the legs, but keep the hands down. And we can take the hands to the floor if you can reach. Don't worry if you can't. You can take your hands to your feet or to your legs. But we're just going to take a few times where we bend the knees on the in-breath and breathing out, gently stretch. And again, breathing in, release. And breathing out, stretch. One last time, breathing in, release, breathing out, stretch. And bend the knees, tuck the tail, release your hands, leaving your head down until last. Gently, slowly roll up. Stacking the vertebrae one on top of each other until you're upright. And let's open our stance. Good. Okay, let's do a few moves into the hips, into the four corners. I love this exercise. It's great just as an exercise, but I love it as a recovery. So anytime if I've pushed my body a little bit, I can do this. So I'm still moving. I'm still keeping my body happy. with movement, but it's gentle. It's really just allowing everything to process and calm. Lovely, well done. Let's change direction. I'm thinking about the Yi Jin Ging. There's a nice twist stretch near the beginning.
Plucking stars.
Plucking stars, yeah. You show that very well. Would you like to guide us through?
Yeah, that's right.
Lovely, okay. I will give you center stage.
Okay, let's place the feet about shoulder width and equal. Toes forward if you can, or slightly out. Standing tall. And then bring one hand to the small of the back, the other hand across towards the opposite hip. Opening up. Coming all the way up behind you, like an air balloon lifting. And we turn out the palm to press outwards, twist further. And we come to the front. Let's just bring the hands together and press them up. And we can overlap the hands briefly to change. One hand to the small of the back, one hand towards the opposite hip and open up. Lifting up like a helium balloon, lifting the hand up, and we press out, twist, lengthen, and release forwards. One hand under the other, stretch it up, lengthen, release, and change. If you want, you can breathe in all the way here till you're up. Breathe out, twist. And breathe in, release forward, lengthen up. And breathe out. And if you want to do multiple breaths, that's fine. Or don't even worry about the breathing. Let the body breathe. And one more time. And we go. Good.
That was lovely, thank you very much. I'm thinking maybe sometime we'll bring the Yi Jin Ging into this class, yeah, as people are getting more familiar with.
Good set for winter as well.
It is, yeah. I'd like to do it more just together when we're not actually videoing as well. Good, okay folks, so let us now we'll go once through open door 5. We'll do, I think we'll maybe leave the Phoenix for today and focus on the Immortals and just go through the Immortals, maybe looking at various sections of it. So, do you want to lead open door 5 or will we swap? Yeah, okay, great.
I'm just gonna adjust the screen a little bit.
Yeah, because he's tall.
Just so you can see my hands.
Yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Thank you.
Okay, so starting feet again about shoulder width. Or if you have long legs like me, then maybe a little bit wider. Around there. Make sure that feet are equal. Standing tall. Just bring the focus to the breathing. You think of breathing in to the top of the head. Breathing out. Follow your awareness down through the body, calming down. Cat, I appreciate if you don't ruin the curtains. Thank you very much. Feeling that center line through the body. With each breath. And let's feel into the fingertips. Keep the awareness there. Till you get an equal feeling in all 10 of the fingertips. Energized. You might feel a tingling or heaviness or thickness. Warm or cold. Any feeling will help. Just be aware of the fingertips. We're gonna gently press the fingertips down, bending the knees, sitting back. Find your balloon. So on the kidneys, let's do this twice, circling. And pressing down and up. And back into the chest. Let's also do this one twice, gathering the energy to Dantian. Relax the whole body to Dantian. Allow that energy to go deeper into the abdominal area. And release. Draw up. If you want, you can rub the kidneys or move around or look at the cat.
He wants out
He
because
wants out. He's not allowed out.
not allowed out
You can
today.
do some open door 5 with us. Can you do that? Stand on your back paw.
That was lovely.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so with the Immortals, thank you. The feedback that I've been getting is that folks have a general idea what they're doing, but with the back view, there are certain times where the palm positions aren't very clear. And so they're kind of stumbling through and picking it up again. So I thought it might be quite nice today if we do several repetitions and we make these movements more clear. Now, I find this form is quite difficult to mirror. Now, there's certain points that I get very confused the terms.
She's looking at me.
Yeah, Well, what I thought we might do, even Dylan, if you were to do the normal way, then I would try and mirror at the same time, and then I could use you as reference if I get a bit lost. Does that sound like a plan?
I do the back view, you do the front view?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so we'll give that a go. Really to try and make the hand positions more clear. And then we can maybe just pick a few points in the form to clarify.
Yeah.
So we'll maybe do it a couple of times, we'll maybe try it. We'll maybe try it both ways. So if you do it the normal way and I do it mirrored, and then we'll swap.
My suggestion is the moves that you struggle with in mirror image are probably the ones that beginners struggle with doing the normal.
I would agree. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay, so we'll give it a go. But I want to be able to see you basically. So let me see. So if I'm further back, yeah. Okay, so bear with us, folks. This is a little bit experimental. So in general, if you know what you're doing, you're doing the same thing as Willem, so you can just keep an eye on him. But at any stage, fingers crossed, if it's a point where you're not sure what the hands are doing, then you'll be able to flick your eyes over to me and reference the hand movements. That's the plan.
I'm also going to suggest that we widen the angle a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the form goes into the corner, I'm going to be running into Jane. Well,
Yeah.
she's going to be running forward and she won't be able to see me.
Yeah, so we're kind of.
So normally you angle it out to the corners or a little bit wider anyway. But I think we're going a bit wider still, which also means you can see the hands a little bit better.
Yeah.
Rather than here, this hand getting hidden.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think that would work.
Yeah. So we'll not be totally to the side, but a much shallower
Yeah.
diagonal. Yeah.
But for our students, keep in mind that most of it is into the corners.
Okay,
Here we go. Push. We'll see how it goes.
He'll move. Okay.
Okay, heels together, please. Standing straight. One more time. Follow that vertical line. Breathing in to the top of the head. Breathing out, down through the body. Calm down. Find the fingertips. You should have some energy ready there now. And let's begin.
totally lost it. Yeah,
There's one for the students.
yeah. Mm.
Facing to the corner, we can go a little bit more to the side.
I think I'm on the wrong foot and everything. No, we're okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's straighten out the front. Good. Okay. Slowly.
Closing left. Your left. Good, thank you very much. Good, well, hopefully that was of some use. I appreciate that in order for me to keep an eye on Willem, I had to be way back. So you might have to get your magnifying glass out to see what I was doing. But hopefully that was of some use. Shall we try it the other way around?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now I'm going to do the back view, the same as you, and Willem is going to be very brave and do the mirror face view. And he's bigger than I am, so maybe you can see his details better. Okay, so maybe if
My
I am.
hands are this big.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a fair idea. If you're in this class, you've already gone through it quite a bit. So maybe if I start quite close to them, you can come a wee bit further, because they don't need to see my full body the whole time.
No, but your legs are good in view. So
Okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah. So it's a
work.
work in progress. Okay, are we ready? Calming down. Find all 10 fingers, gently press them down, and we'll begin.
Yeah, I'm stuck there.
Okay.
Okay. Same as videos.
Yeah. Closing one. Brilliant, well done. Good. Yeah, it's something that we can expect from teachers sometimes to do mirror, but it's not easy. So you did very well. I actually find it's easier having someone to mirror off, you know, so if you can see what they're doing, go, okay, I'll just do the opposite, that's easy enough. So good, thank you so much. So let's just pick a little moment in time where the hands might get confused. Now, in my earlier class today, it was really this wrap and turn. And that's actually what we covered a little bit last week, if you remember. And I think we were getting somewhere with it. And you'll see it actually again and again in this form. You'll see it before, beyond shadow. You see it after the jumps. Sorry, after the kicks. And you'll see it again at your overseeing territory at the end of the form. So I think we were getting somewhere with that, this kind of wrap and unwind. And what we were talking about a little in the earlier class was this idea of turning within the qua. So we're not turning the hips. You're not turning by turning in the hip, turning the hips, but you're turning within the hips. So you're getting this closing and opening, and then it has a nice spring-loaded effect. So it actually brings you out of the compression very nicely. So it's a build up the energy and release the energy is very nice. So is there can you think of a knotty part with the arms that might be worth?
Well, I think the whole 8 Immortals crossing the sea is good for both the arms and the legs. It's very easy to get confused. Which hand, which foot. There's a lot of changing foot from having one foot in front to the other. So the whole part after.
Okay.
After swelling the tide.
Yeah.
Taming the tide.
Yeah.
Taming the swell.
Okay. Well, how would it be then if I do the back view and talk you through it, and you do the front view at the same time? So we just take it nice and slow, and keep me right if I go off.
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
Not asking much of it. Okay, so where are we then? We have just done, let's do taming the time. So we've done our first one, which is underneath. Sorry, underneath. Yeah. And then we come together and we go. Yes. I know it is confusing, is everything, right?
I'm here now.
So, yeah. So we come together and we go over the top. So the two diagonals, good. We're tucking the left toes in to continue the circle, gathering the hands underneath and rise. And then we step forwards and it's like a lifting brush knee push. So we actually rise into that and release. So we're stepping diagonally back left, turning center and release, and stepping through center, diagonally back right, hand and foot together. Good. And then stepping forwards, isn't it? Straight away forward.
Like side step
side step forwards and come underneath. So we have fingers pointing to elbow and front palm facing up. Now you have a little turn in your waist to open the hands out. So we're circling again, opening the hands out, and then a little turn in the waist to draw everything back in. So you have fingers to the sky, fingers to the earth. We're making a kind of barrier in front of ourselves. So now we're going to step right and take a half step left. Good. Okay. And then stepping back with the back foot, with the left foot, and roll the arms. Left hand coming in, right palm facing out. So this is bending Flour Stalk.
Not yet. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, starting here. Yeah. You're right.
Okay, that's okay. So we're going to turn to your left, turn towards the front of the room, and bring the lower hand in underneath, crossing at the forearms, and untwisting to draw the hands apart and release. Then stepping forwards right, and bouncing halfway in left. Good, now we do a downward scoop. Left hand over on the outside of right, scoop and step back left, come in underneath and step back right. Good. I bring the hands in to hip height, fingers pointing forwards. We're going to step and do a half step with the back foot, striking with the fingertips. Step left, half step right. Good. Now the back heel is hovering. You've got a nice bouncy feeling at this stage, bit of a Qi stance, and we relax down into the heel now and float the arms up and out, stepping back left and sink, release, relax down. And that takes us into our...
I did something wrong, sorry.
That's okay. That takes us into our casting the line, casting the fishing line. So let's do it again. It is... Please be kind to him. It's a really difficult section normally.
But that's exactly why. If I struggle with it, mirror image, students are going to struggle. Well. It's a good section.
It is a good section. So let's do it. I mean, I was talking through it very slowly there. But let's just go in flow now. Yeah. So we'll do it nice and slow, but I'm not going to speak. And hopefully that will be easier, because sometimes breaking it down makes it harder. So So we'll go from, we've just done our stepping round. Let me see. Stepping round and into diagonal left. Off we go. Good, well maybe just do that much. Excellent, very nice. That was much easier, wasn't it, without the stop, starting, talking, thinking. Yeah, it's like reading a piece of music, trying to analyze each and every part. Sometimes it's easier just to go, okay, and go. Again, please. So we've done our coming around and expand. Ready? And Very good. And let's do it once more for luck, shall we?
Yeah.
Happy to just keep.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
Okay. How are we doing? All right, let's give it a go. So I like to just give myself the movement before. So we've just done our
Flying dragon.
what is it called?
Flying dragon.
Flying dragon. Thank you. Yes, ready? No, this isn't flying dragon. This
No, we
is
just done
yeah.
our flying dragon.
Oh, we've just done it. Yeah. And turning in. Yeah, really good. Yeah, good. And right. And rest. Well done. So we went a little bit further. It's always nice to link it in when you're looking at a section to see what's before it, what's after it. Very good. So hopefully that's a little bit clearer. There's a lot going on in that section, isn't there? Yeah, and it's not always intuitive because it has forwards and half steps and back and half steps, whereas often you think, well, if I'm stepping back, I'm stepping back with the front foot.
Which it does as well.
Yes. So it's, yeah, it's challenging. So how would it be? Actually, I think it's quite nice now if we give folks a bit of a visual rest. So I'm going to sit out, and if you, Willem, would just show that section with the back view, just the normal way,
Yeah.
and see if you can fill in the blanks. When you can't see the arm, we've just done it several times now, see if you can do it, see if you know. Often when you're watching a teacher, there is part of it, it's like you're trying to sort of x-ray them, you're trying to see what's happening by the body dynamics, and there is a way of pretty much working out what's happening by the position of the rest of the body. But that takes that takes practice, but having a fair idea what's happening definitely helps. So if you would do that section, please, Willem.
Yeah.
And I'll sit out.
And I'll do it more into the corner now, like it's meant to be. So more 45, maybe 40, 35 degrees into the corner instead of sideways.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start again from the end of Flying Dragon, which is here. Getting ready and begin. here, Jane?
Yeah, that's grand. Thank you very much. And that leads us into the kicks. Beautiful. Okay. Shall we do that once more and I'll do it this time?
Yep.
Okay, and again, I'd like to get you into the hang, as Willem just did, of doing the corners. We've been sort of flattening the corners out quite a lot so that you can see what's happening. But it's good to get a sense of direction. And I think it does change the feel of the form as well. So it is very much, this form is going into the corners a lot. There's only a few moves where we're actually going absolutely sideways. So if you follow me, please. I'll still flatten it a bit, but I'll go a bit more to the corners. With right leg and hand forwards.
Taming the tide. And Immortals crossing the sea. And bending the flower stalk.
And we'll rest there. Very good. Okay, good. Let's try it now a little bit faster. We'll do once more. Willem, do you want to join me and we'll do it together, but we'll do back view. We'll do once more that little section and then.
Quite a big section.
Quite a big section.
There's only 3 steps in the form, but it certainly looks like 12 steps at least.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly think when we say steps in Tai Chi, we mean like a mini form. It's like that adage of there is an ocean present in every drop of water. There is all of Tai Chi present in every step. It's its own little beginning, middle, and end. So when we say it's one step, it is a bit misleading. But if we were to try and break every step into its component parts, would be saying, okay, let's do the 2050 step form, which would be a bit overwhelming. So yeah, if we can get these chunks and play with them, I think it'll help a lot. But then we also need to reintegrate it back into the form. I'm not sure if we have time to do that today, but even if you go back then to an earlier part in the video, that you can just have another go at the form. It's a very useful technique in any study. Study a bit, break it down, understand it, and then go through it again just for the joy of it with that new understanding. It makes more sense. Good, okay, so let's do it again and we'll go from the end of, what's that called?
Flying dragon.
Flying dragon, thank you. Ready, and and rest. Well done. Lovely. Excellent. Ease out of your stance. So as a student of Tai Chi, I want you to start to get into the way of thinking of your, like an analyst, or what's the word? An explorer. You want to dive into the movements as deep as you can and get as much from your teacher as you can. Even when they have their back to you, there are little clues, there are ways of seeing what they're doing. So I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, you see the shadows here. Sometimes even looking, if you can't see the hand, look and see if you can see the shadow. There are ways and means. Obviously on screen, it's that little bit more difficult again. But this is how we are as teachers as well. We're looking into the students in as many ways as we can, even when we have our back to the class. I'm sure you've heard of this expression that teachers have eyes in the back of their heads, because they're amazingly aware of what the students are doing, even though they're not looking directly at them. And there are tips and tricks to do that. I'll not get into that for now. But I want you to open your awareness when you're practicing. Yes, you want to feel into your body and check that everything feels right and looks right. Look to the teacher and see if you can embody what they're doing, not just copying their moves, but see if you can get the quality of what they're doing. So if you're feeling awkward in a particular part, that's probably because something is out. And if you watch the teacher, you'll see, oh, but they look nice and grounded. And that's how I felt with this movement at first. I was feeling really awkward. I felt stuck, that something wasn't working well. And I couldn't work it out. And I asked Willem, and he sorted it out for me. So that's another aspect. If you can't work something out, or if you're stuck, or if something doesn't seem right, that's what we're here for. You can ask us. But see if you can investigate. Keep your eyes open, keep your awareness open. Look at the general feel of the movement of the teacher and see if you can get that feeling. It all helps. Okay, let's wind down, a little warm down, turning and passing. I thought that was quite good fun. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Going down to the legs. Knees, lower legs, ankles and feet. Keep the hands slightly cupped, which makes a more comfortable impact. Up to come again. Good, over the shoulders. One last brain challenge today. Let's lift the arm as you come across and tap underneath the arm. Very good. It's a nice little stretch at the end of class. Good, and now let's come back down the body. And let's have a little shake out. Let the whole body go all floppy and shaky. Let's shake the arms as well. Let's shake the shoulders, lift and drop the shoulders like a washing machine, just making everything go bang, 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 bang. Maybe a washing machine that's not well loaded. Let's lift off the heels and drop the heels. Good. And stand. Listen to your body, breathing into the feeling. Lovely. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths and let the arms float up on the in-breath. And relaxing down on the out-breath. Good. And on your last breath, suspend the breath at the top and press your fingers into the sky. Press your toes into the earth, feel into your body. Think of sealing in all that good work. And now breathing out, letting go, guiding your hands back to center, hugging your elbows gently in. Breathe and calm. Feel the touch of the hands guiding your energy back to the center of your belly. Picture a single point in the very center of the belly. Very bright point of light, hot like the sun. And feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful. Well done, folks. Relax the arms down. Thank you so much for joining us today and working so hard. Thank you so much. We've been pushing ourselves beyond the comfort zone ourselves, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's good for the brain, good for the body. Let's salute Shisanha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to like and to share and to subscribe and hit the wee bell button and all those lovely things that help us support our channel. Thank you. Bye.